Good morning, Philippines!
Welcome to another episode of the Workers Channel. In this episode, we are going to tackle about the Employees Compensation Commission or the ECC. And what is the Employees Compensation Program or the ECP? So please watch and listen. The Employees Compensation Program is a government program designed to provide a compensation package to public and private employees and to their dependents and in the event of work-related sickness, injury, or death. So who are covered under the ECP? There are two. First, the private sector workers who are compulsory members of the Social Security System or the SSS and the sea-based overseas Filipino workers or the OFWs. Second, the government sector employees who are members of the Government Service Insurance System or the GSIS, including members of the Armed Forces of the Philippines or the AFP, elective government official who are receiving regular salary and all casual, emergency, temporary, and substitute or contractual employees. Employees shall be covered starting on the first day of their employment. For the sickness and resulting disability or death to be compensable, the sickness must be a result of an occupational disease listed under the Annex A of the amended rules on employees' compensation with the conditions set therein satisfied. Otherwise, proof must be shown that the risk of contracting the disease is increased by the working conditions. For the injury and the resulting disability or death to be compensable, the injury must be the result of accident arising out of an course of the employment. The benefits of the following are 1. Loss of income benefits. 2. Medical services, appliances, and supplies. 3. Careers allowance. 4. Rehabilitation services. 5. Death benefits. 6. Funeral benefits. Goes to his or her beneficiaries. Who are the beneficiaries? The beneficiaries shall be either primary or secondary and determined at the time of the employee's death. So these are the following beneficiaries that shall be considered primary. A. The legitimate spouse living with the employee at the same time of the employee's death until he remarries. And second, the legitimate or the legitimated, legally adopted, or acknowledged natural children who are unmarried, not gainfully employed, not over 21 years of age, or over 21 years of age provided that he is incapacitated and incapable of self-support due to physical or mental defect, which is congenital or acquired during minority. Second, these are the following beneficiaries shall be considered secondary. The legitimate parents wholly dependent upon the employee for regular support. Second, the legitimate descendants of illegitimate children who are unmarried, not gainfully employed, not over 21 years of age, or over 21 years of age provided that he is incapacitated and incapable of self-support due to physical or mental defect, which is congenital or acquired during minority. Primary beneficiaries shall have priority claim to death benefits over secondary beneficiaries. Whenever there are primary beneficiaries, no death benefit shall be paid to his secondary beneficiaries.
EC claims must be filed within a period of 3 years from, number 1, in case of sickness, from the time of the employee was unable to report for work. Number 2, in case of injury, from time of the incident. And number 3, in case of death, from the date of death. The filing of disability or death benefits either under the SSS law or the GSIS law is within 3 years from the time of the cause of action occurred would stop the running of the prescriptive period. All EC claims may be filed by a claimant at his option. If example for the public sector, his option is a GSIS regional office. Now for the private sector, it's an SSS branch, nearest to his place or work or residence. She may file a request for consideration with the GSIS or SSS main office. Now, if still denied, the claimant can write a letter appealing to the Employees' Compensation Commission. The Employees' Compensation Commission Quick Response Team program is an immediate assistance extended to help workers who suffer from work-connected contingencies or their families who have to deal with work accidents or sudden onset of occupational disease or deaths in the form of psychosocial counseling and assistance in the filing of EC claims with the GSIS or the SSS. All employees compensation or EC members. Number 1, psychosocial counseling and the stress debriefing to victims and their families to help them cope with the contingency. Next is number 2, information on the employees compensation program and the ECC Quick Response Team program. Number 3, assistance in the processing of EC requirements. And lastly, number 4, facilitation on the prompt release and payments of the EC benefits to work or beneficiaries. The Employees Compensation Commission katulong at gabay sa manggagawa may kapansanan or kagabay program is a special economic assistance program for occupationally disabled workers or the ODWS who lost employment by reason of work-related sickness or injuries. EC members with approved EC disability benefits. Number 1, physical restoration, which refers to the provisions of physical or occupational therapy service to the ODWs, including medical appliances. Number 2, skills training for re-employment so that the ODW can acquire new skills but subject to the ODW's potential and residual functional capacity. Number 3, lastly, entrepreneurial training to accredited training institution to enable the ODWs to set up home-based business.
So that's all for today. Hope you enjoy. Bye.
Thank you and good evening. Okay. Scene 1, take 1, action!
Padaya na lang.
When shall EC claims be filed? EC claims must be filed within a period of 3 years from all EC